lack of job opportunities in terms of unemployment, underemployment, poverty, and corruption have been identified as some of the factors which have forced thousands of young Nigerians into leaving the country every year in search of better opportunities abroad. Illegal migration out of Nigeria is increasing and is largely facilitated through forgery of passports, visa, false asylum claims, and bogus marriages. The bulk of irregular migration occurs among youths aged between 18 and 35, and this is largely driven by economic motives. Though they travel abroad in search of greener pasture, little did they know that the pasture is not so green on the other side of the divide. Hence, they become illegal migrants in the host communities as they enter without the relevant papers, thereby facing terrible experiences, which at times lead to death. In the light of the dangers being encountered in the search of greener pasture, how do we dissuade Nigerians from migrating into another countries illegally? What is the government doing in this respect, as well as efforts to save the ones already caught in the web of illegal migration? This will be our focus on Stepping Up this week. Stepping Up is a program which provides the platform for discourse on national issues. My guest is the Chairman House Committee on Diaspora, Honorable Rita Orji. You will get to meet her in a moment. My name is Kemi Fakeye, your host. The Chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Diaspora, in person of Honorable Rita Orji. You're welcome on the program.
Thank you very much.
Nigerian government has been taking a leading role in combating illegal migration. What has been hindering effective control of illegal migration in the country?
One, illegal migration. We have them that are illegal migrants in Nigeria too, but the one that really touched me, or it's always my problem, is about Nigerians being tagged as illegal migrants. One is because of the process of which they enter any country that makes them illegal, you know. But there is something. Why is it that when Nigerians migrate to another country, they become migrants, but when other people come, they become expatriates? Yeah, a white man will come here and become an expatriate, but a Nigerian in US or any part of the world is termed migrant, immigrant. So they look at leaving the shores of Nigeria. Let me tell you, even Ghana, like this, Nigerians are suffering. Just Ghana here, disregarding the ECOWAS laws. My own pain goes for those who are leaving because they are being forced out because of situations. Not really that they want to leave their area. They will go over there and become a refugee because they want to save their life. So those are the reasons why that migration cannot be caught. If we have them in place, I don't think anybody will want to leave your own country to go and answer a second-class citizen in any other country. It doesn't work.
What if they have to leave to look for greener pasture? Must they leave illegally?
You will know that a lot of countries these days are making things difficult for Nigerians to come into their country. What makes them illegal? Some of them cannot pay for flight ticket. You know how much the ticket is? People cannot. Instead of somebody looking for somebody that is traveling abroad without money, is going to pay for 1.2 million naira to get a ticket, they will look for road, which is dangerous and hazardous for them to get there. That makes them illegal, all right? The cost of even getting the ticket for that aircraft, how many of them can foot the bill? Then, on those who wants to enter, because I don't think anybody will want to go and straight and suffer and die because you want to travel, but because the resources available are not there. I am not trying to say they are doing well by going to risk their life, but sometimes you look at the circumstances surrounding there. If somebody went and hid himself inside an aircraft, at the tire of an aircraft, you can see life-threatening. What do the person want? You don't know the situation he or she find himself, so he want to get out by all means, and at the end of the day, he ended up being a corpse. So situations are really the reason for this. For me, that is what I say, because I've interacted with people, I've seen a couple of them, and some of them are being misled. A lot of them are being misled, mostly on prostitution axis. Some of them are told to come on false, oh, you are coming to work for me, I have a company, our company is recruiting, come over there. You didn't know until when you get there. Some of them that live there didn't know that they are going to become illegal when they get to that place. I'm telling you the truth. Some of them, they secure visa for them, really. They are not illegal when they were going. It's when they got to that place, they will take their passports from them and tell them, you got to sleep with this man for how many years to make up your money. By the time you are into that place, you are indulging in illicit trade, you become illegal. You are in prostitution, you become illegal. If you become a drug peddler, you are an illegal person. And at the end of the day, because of what they see themselves, they become illegal migrants. Maybe they come in with 3 months visa or 4 months visa. At the end of the day, that visa will expire, but they are still indebted to their boss. So what do you intend? They have to be there. They will start wangling in order to pay up their debt and leave. I don't believe there is a Nigerian that will possibly want to go and die.
But some agencies have sided with the responsibilities of managing migration issues in Nigeria. Talking about the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, NAPTIP, and others. Will you say they are performing these responsibilities well?
You know the bureaucracies that are associated with you getting involved with NAPTIP. See, I was involved in some of Nigerian girls that were caught up in Russia. As I'm talking to you, some of them are crippled right now. Some of them are paralyzed. Sometimes people say Nigeria. These crimes are not perpetrated by Nigerians alone. The ones I got involved in, it was a Ghanaian man. There's a middle person that will come to Nigeria and got those guys, do their passport for them and take them away. Now, when they got there, they will collect the passports. And these girls want to go. I have interacted with them. I set up internet chat with a couple of them. They want to go. But when you say, where is the money to bring them back? The issue of NAPTIP, I'm coming. How many of them from NAPTIP are ready to pay for the flight ticket to bring these girls back? The cost. I brought some. In fact, the one I brought by myself here, which I worked together with the Nigerian Acting High Commission in Russia then. When we brought this girl back to Nigeria, it took me to pay for ticket to go to Lagos and bring this girl to Abuja myself. But I alerted NAPTIP before bringing these girls. But I have to bear the cost of bringing them by myself. By the time they put them in that center, NAPTIP center, I say, oh yeah, update them. You have to register before you can even benefit from this issue of NAPTIP you're talking about. There are a lot of stages that might even frustrate the girls. They wouldn't want to come back, or anybody wanting to get involved. Then when you are talking about foreign affairs, unfortunately, I'm part of government. I will say it as I see. Foreign affairs have a lot of programs, but implementation is a problem. There are Nigerians that want to come back. They want to access their embassies. How can they get, in fact, when they get to that embassy, who listens to them? Who will listen to them? Some of them will go and become tired and they will decide to die there. Frustration. Some will want to come back. I have gone myself to different countries. You see Nigerians where they were dumped. Because they are not really getting the attention they needed from the foreign, our own embassies. Some of them, where the embassies are, will be very far from them to get to that place with 7 or 8 hours. At the end of the day, when they get there, you see that some of them, even to renew their passport, spend days. Some of the activities of our own embassies are really a problem for these illegal immigrants. So the problem we have is there are a lot of policies, but implementation is what. When we oversight them, we see it as it is. Implementation is very important. when you get the information about those guests, bring them back. The problem we have, we don't bring them back. You allow them to stay there. And when they stay there, in one way or the other, they won't go their way and survive. They will keep bringing others. But when you see 13, 14 years, who is doing the international passport for them? I don't believe that such people can go. You cannot trust them. We have a chip in that passport, don't we? But it's for authorities to step up. Are they not passing from the embassy? Are they not passing from the airport?
So do you now agree, that, well, they say in some quarters that Nigeria lacks official policy in combating this issue?
If there is an action to have a diplomatic tie or even political settlement on the side of government, and they come together and say, oh, these killings we are going to do so, let's take it away on diplomatic axis. It would have, but this, when you react, it goes, what are you reacting for? Sometimes I get tired of reacting. What are you reacting for? When you react, in next 2-3 months, another one will happen again, you react. So what's reaction? Attack it physically. We have some diplomatic tie with different countries. We use that to make sure that, oh, this didn't happen. I was in Italy, and I saw when a Moroccan woman was attacked. They alleged that she was attacked, but fortunately she was not attacked. She died naturally. The king of Morocco flew to Italy to make sure that he wasn't attacked, ascertain the veracity of the claim that this is this or this is, oh, this is. But if he's a Nigerian, nobody will care. He or she would have rotten there. You know how many of our people that are littered up and down? That's a problem. So me, I've lent my voice to tell them, please, instead of looking for where you will go, you are not sure. Stay home and suffer. If you stay home and suffer, you will even be safe because nobody is going to chase you out of your house.
We shall take a short break now. We'll continue from where we stopped when we come back to stay. The program is still stepping up, and the chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Diaspora, Honorable Rita Orji, is still on the seat. We're talking about the issue of illegal migration and the experiences of Nigerian nationals in abroad. Honorable, what is the state of the laws put in place in Nigeria to combat the issue of illegal migration and even migration generally?
Based on each country, we have our own treaty governing migration to that area. But the problem really is not about the treaty, but there is something I find out that a lot of memorandum Nigeria is signing, they are not looking at the treaty. For instance, I spoke to Indian Prime Minister here in Nigeria, and I asked a question. They came for a purpose of trying to protect Indian establishments in Nigeria, and I asked him a question. His Excellency, do we have any Nigerian company in India? He said no. But they have come to protect their interest. So what is our own interest we are going to protect there? Nigerians are every day. They are doing business, but they don't own a business. I hope you understand me. Those are the areas we are supposed to look at. Okay, look at. Anybody coming from there is an expatriate, but we are immigrants in their own country. These are things that the foreign missions will look up to. These people that are over there are Nigerians. The law allows you to go out and come in. And there are laws guiding you getting citizens of other countries. It's clear. There are laws that are discretionary. We cannot quote it because it's discretion. And that is that discretion that is making our people illegal wherever they are right now. We are not the ones that will amend the law. It's discretionary. Like in 2006, 2004, 2006, Britain, if you're a student of a Nigerian descent or you are a foreign student, you study in UK, you are given 1 year after studies. Okay? After studies. But right now, that has changed. As you are graduating, you don't have up to 2 months. You got to go home. After studying, you just go home. You chase the person home. You see their visa, no work visa, no recourse to public health, but you are paying school fees and you are paying a lot of things. These are the things that are bad on our own side. Those are the things that Nigeria should look into and review such policies. How do we make it better for Nigerians that are over there than allowing them wallow? Your children are being taken away because the law of that place is not the same with the laws of our own. So when you look at these areas, Nigeria has to look at the treaties. Review is very important. Review of Nigerian treaties is very, very, in fact, it's overdue. And that we are pursuing.
And what is your committee doing in the light of
You
this?
will not be the one to review. It is Committee on Foreign Missions. And we are working together to make sure that there is a review, because the other day I said it openly that these kind of policies are not really good for us. And they said there will be a room for review. So we are waiting for the review. But listen, while reviewing, there are other ones that are still coming up. So some of these laws and rights is discretionary. Nigeria have their own, but unfortunately we don't treat people bad. We don't. So there are a lot of reviews. In fact, the commencement of 8th Assembly, we undertook a lot of cleaning of our statute books, those that are obsolete.
Some people are already caught in the web, you know, of the bad side of the experience of illegal migration. Some are on death row. What do you think is the hope for this kind of people?
It depends on where they are, because every country have their own laws. Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, all those ones that they are Libya, all those that got involved in drugs. Unfortunately, there is little we can do. The only thing we can do, they rest with the government if they will be able to discuss with them. But I know they have a very stringent law when it comes to drug. And we always say, don't engage in drug, no matter how difficult things are for you. That is one of the criminal aspects that even the mediator cannot talk, because you don't have the right to. But on other people that had different problems, of course, there are ones we are following, we are going. When we see them, we know what the problem is. If the one we will meddle in, we will. But when it comes to drug, and that person has gone for life sentence and is dead sentence, you can see Amnesty, even the world, have frowned at that. But at the end of the day, they stick to their gun. So the best thing on that area is that those that are caught up, we're sorry, there's nothing we can do right now on that. And we warn that people should not allow themselves to be attracted to whatever they call money or whatever that will cut your life short, because that is the safe way to grieve.
And what's your advice to Nigerian youths and parents generally on the, you know, this idea of going abroad to look for green or greener pasture?
Parents, it's unfortunate that certain parents will look at their children and you start measuring, oh, your friend that went the other day has come back with limousine. You didn't take time to ask that your son or your daughter, what did that man or that woman do to get that money? I could remember when I was growing up, my mother told me that I am a sandboard. I said, Mama, what is sandboard? Because she's not learned like me anyway. He said, my daughter, you are a sandboard. If you are leaving this place, you represent this family. So whatever you do there is a symbol of where you come out from. If you have that kind of mindset, there are certain things you will not do, because you are not only destroying yourself, you are destroying the image of your family. But some parents will be the one that will encourage you to go. Go, anything that is there, just bring money. That's a problem. Then parents, do you know parents even negotiate with middlemen right now? They will come and meet the parents will say how much they want, and they will pay that money and take your child abroad. Get to Italy, 13 years and above, Nigerians are everywhere. everywhere, 13 years. So what would a 13-year-old girl be doing? They have mothers, and their parents will allow them to go because they will give them money. The traffickers will tell them how much they will be returning for them monthly without knowing what they are going to do over there. So parents are the major suspect. I don't know, it's pride. You want to be a mother of so, and you be a mother of a hero today, a great man today, and a corpse tomorrow. For Nigerian youth, I've been begging them. Some parents will sell a plot of land. You are giving it to somebody that is not going to study. You don't know what he's going to do. You sell his own portion of land and say, this is your own land, you will inherit from your father. I've sold it to give you. Why not sell that land and give that young man to start business in Nigeria than going to unknown area where they don't know what they are passing through? Only bills they pay over there is enough to frustrate anybody that didn't come on a good footing.
Don't you think there's a need for a bill, maybe to punish a parent that encourages, this kind of illegal migration?
Already we have one in offering already. I don't want to, you hear it in the floor of the house, because that was the second thing I did, because I find out that because the parents are not really the ones that are being punished. But when your child dies, you are punished for life. When you lose your child, it's gone. A lot of them are on the line of being killed in Indonesia. I'm not telling you that. So I don't even know how the parents feel. But the law we are putting in place is, if your child leaves this country illegally, you will be getting it. You too will pay for it. I believe if really we want to move ahead than reacting, going over there to take those young girls and young boys that we are compulsorily taking. Some of them are in dilemma. They want to go, but they don't know how to go. Some don't know how to come out from their slave masters. Because the one I brought, how I saved that one was I used internet chatting. We chat. So he can't call me on phone. If you call phone, they will know that. So we only chat until I was able to establish where she was. Then I worked with the High Commission. That was how we were able to get her out. By then, some of them has been maimed. If you say you need your money, they will throw you from that upstairs and throw you down. And no police, no security from there will talk when they see you being thrown down. What are you doing? You are an illegal person. So that is even a way of reducing your numbers. But when you see them walking alone, they didn't do anything. They get them arrested. But when they see somebody beating and throwing them up from hotels, nobody talks because you are an illegal person.
And what do you see in the future of Nigeria in the face of all this?
It shouldn't be reacting. Modality should be put in place. Empowering the Nigerian High Commission that whenever they have this kind of report that this girl is a Nigerian and this boy is like they want to go, they should put them together and bring them back safely. Bringing them back is important because some of them want to come home. That when I was bringing them, those ones I brought home, there are ones crying, "Honorable, please help us, we want to go." If government step up, it will be easy for government of Nigeria and government of Russia to partner, and they will even get those slave masters. But when you allow them to live their life like that, they will be afraid because they can be killed by those their bosses that take them over there. But when government steps in, there will be security. It will be like a understanding between Nigeria and which country that these people are. They will be able to come in, the security from there and that from Nigeria will be able to work together and bring these girls wherever they are safely, because some of them are locked inside the house only for them to get the opening of the door when they have a client. That is how bad it is. But nobody can do that if Nigerian government don't come up to collaborate with the host countries.
Honorable Rita Orji, it's been nice talking to you on this issue. We could see that you have so much passion, concerning the issue of the experiences of Nigerians that migrated abroad illegally, their lifestyle and how they can be brought back home. We want to thank you for being our guest on Stepping Up this week. The message has been stay at home and build. Viewer at home, that's the much we have for you on the program this week. We thank you for watching. Bye for now.